We're gonna get started. All right, guys, welcome to our call tonight. You guys are in for a real treat. We are hearing from one of my good friends and personally sponsored coaches, Danielle Paull. So first of all, let me get out of the way a little announcement with Success Club. If you guys get Success Club 5, this month you were invited to an exclusive invitation to a webcast with a top business and personal success speaker, Brian Tracy. So get Success Club 5. It is so early on. This is a non-negotiable. I am at 3 and I am working harder than I ever have. I mean, my head is down and I'm making it happen no matter what. So you should be also. If you're going to Summit, if you get Success Club 10 in May and June, you are invited to the 80s party. So if you're going to Summit, make that happen. I'll see you guys at all those parties. So anyways, just those little Success Club announcements. But I really want to give the floor to Danielle and, really give her the time that she deserves to share, because she has a lot to share with you guys. And I'm going to be kind of interviewing her like we did with our last guest speaker, and it went really well. Everyone loved it. It was really laid back, so we're doing the same thing to make her feel comfortable. So a little bit about Danielle. She's only been a coach for 16 months, and her success is mind-blowing. I mean, this girl is one of the hardest workers that I personally know. She is genuine, humble, she is sweet, she is just a very real, raw, and honest person. And it's funny how we met. Actually met in church when we were 15 years old, and we didn't really stay in contact. I mean, we were friends on Facebook, but look, this opportunity connects you to the most amazing people, and we've grown so closer than we even were when we knew each other back in the day. So she's a team leader, which is something I'm very, very proud of. She's a Success Club 10 All-Star, and I know without a doubt she will be a legend in the future. So anyways, welcome Danielle to our call tonight. Our first question for Danielle is, how did you get started in Team Beachbody? Go ahead and share your story and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on here. I'm like...
Can you turn up your speaker a little bit?
Here's the problem. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like I have to be closer. I'm in my, this is my office, so...
I think you're good. You're good.
Okay, you can hear me? Okay. So, how did I get started? So I originally got started in August 2014. I had just had my daughter Layla, so my second child, and she was just a couple months old. And I actually used my birthday money to buy the 21-day fix from Danielle. I knew her, growing up when we were younger, and I didn't get a challenge pack. I was one of those people that you're like, I didn't get a challenge pack. I got just the 21-day fix. We were super tight for money. I just bought it with my birthday money. But I needed to do something to lose the weight from having my second child. It was definitely harder to get off, and I gained more weight. So it was 2 months after baby. It was a crazy time. We had just moved back from South Carolina back to Florida. I had a new baby. I had to go back to work. So I was super depressed and sad about that, having to go back to work. We were in so much debt. It was crazy. But I decided to start doing this, and I did pretty good. I lost 10 pounds my first round, but I didn't commit 100%. I committed to the eating, but I didn't work out. Like, I worked out maybe 2 times in that first round. So I didn't commit 100%. Whatever. Then I let the craziness of the beginning of the school year hit, because I was a teacher. I literally started my day 1 of the 21-day fix on the first day of school. Anybody who's a teacher knows that's crazy. The first week of school is insanely busy and stressful. So whatever, I stuck through it. I got some results I was proud of and happy about, 10 pounds. But, the craziness happened of the school year and moving. So January came around. Everybody in January wants to make a change. So I was like, I know this 21-day fix works. Let me do it again and really commit to it. So I told myself, this is going to be my year. I actually just saw that picture on my time hop the other day, a picture of me and my big pants, whatever. I said, this is going to be my year. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. So I was a teacher working full time. I decided if I was going to make it happen, I had to get up at 4 a.m. and do my workout. That was the only time that I'd be able to get it done. So I started getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, doing my workout. I stuck to it. I had great results. And more than that, I just was feeling so much better about myself. Like, I remember posting a picture after the first week of that round and seeing such a change in myself and just a change in me in general, like how I felt about myself and that I was committing to this. And so in the middle of that round, I actually decided to get Shakeology because I was like, let me try this out. I had been wanting to do it. I talked to my husband about it at that point, and I ended up getting another challenge back, and signed up as a coach because I was going to try this Shakeology stuff. I loved it, of course, but I really just did it for the discount. It wasn't until Danielle shared my results on Facebook, which I was super nervous about. If you've seen my before picture, it's completely embarrassing. I'm wearing a bra. I never thought in my life that I was going to be sharing my before picture with anybody. So now I really should tell everybody, don't take it in your regular bra. But anyways, it was super embarrassing, and that was completely not me. Like, I'm a very conservative person, growing up with my dad is one of the pastors of our church. Like, never did I think I'd be sharing that picture with people, but like, I had such a change in myself. And Danielle shared it, and I was blown away by how many people were commenting and like were messaging me about it. And I was honestly just shocked at how many people I could inspire just by making this change in myself and sharing it with people. So I quickly decided, I should do this. Like, I should try and actually do this and not just do it for the discount. So that's kind of how I just started running with it. I don't know if you want me to talk about my why now or.
Well, we'll get into it.
Okay.
If you guys haven't seen her before and after, you should go to her page and check it out. I mean, her story is probably one of the best transformations of the entire team that we have. What was your big aha moment, and what happened that made you really see and understand the opportunity of this business?
So I have a few aha moments. That's okay. I think as time has gone, there's been just different moments. The first one would be when I first signed up. Like I said, I was shocked when I found out how many people I was able to inspire and, how many people I could help just from the beginning. And so that was the first one when I decided to switch. When I saw how many people were interested and how many people I was able to inspire, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I could actually do this. I had seen Danielle be so successful, and I was thinking, well, if she can do it, why can't I? So that was my first one. The next aha moment, it was definitely a big one, was going to Summit. So I signed up in January, and I went to Summit that first, it was July, I think. And I definitely had that was big for me, going to Summit. And so I tell my team, you should try and be at Summit, because I heard that it's a game changer, and it definitely is. Soon after Summit, I rank advanced to Diamond, and I think it was because at Summit, my eyes were just open to the possibility, like what this could do for people. Hearing people's stories about where they came from and where they were going and what coaching did for them. And it just taught me a lot. I came home with lots of good information and things that I needed to do and I needed to work on. And I realized that, if I was doing this, I needed to treat myself like the CEO, and I needed to treat it like a business and show up every single day. And so Summit was definitely a big game changer for me, and it really helped that passion that I had, ignite that passion. And it was a very tough time in my life at that time. And so it was perfect timing, and definitely just an aha moment. It helped me learn so much and go home with, a list of things to do to move my business forward. So Summit was a big aha, but I honestly think my biggest aha moment has been discovering my why, because that, and I told Danielle I'm going to try not to cry, so bear with me, but I'm going to try not to cry. But every time I talk about my why in coaching, that's what happens. So discovering my why really is, I think, the biggest aha moment for me, because what is my why? Of course, when I started, it was for me to get in shape and to whatever. But for coaching, what is my why? My why is I want to quit my job. I want to be able to stay home with my kids. I want to be present in their lives. I'm a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher my whole life growing up. And it was great. And then as I'm in it, I'm realizing, oh, this is not so great. It's so much different than what I thought. And then I had kids, and that changed everything. As soon as I had my kids, I always had this like fire in me, like I don't want to go to work. This like I had this serious passion in my heart, like screaming, like I want to stay home with my kids. I want to be present. I don't want to be stuck, at work away from them all day, every day. And so that was definitely something in me since I had kids, so that's in the back of my head. Then we were always struggling financially, in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, couldn't ever go on vacations, do anything, fun. We were constantly struggling. And then, just finding my why is I want to be able to stay home with my kids. I want to be able to quit my job and do this full time so that I'm more present, so that I can take vacations with them, so I can give them, these opportunities and take vacations that I wasn't able to go on. And my why kind of was lit even stronger. Last summer, my husband of 9 years, together 13 years, told me one day last summer that he was leaving me, he was moving out, and he wanted a divorce. So talk about like my life being flipped upside down completely. This is the person I've been with for 13 years. We have 2 kids together, and all of a sudden he is leaving me. And how many emotions do I have going through my head? Like, I'm super scared about financially what's going to happen. It's me taking care of the kids on my own. So much stress and emotions, and it was crazy. But that like kind of even lit a fire even in me even more, like that I was ready to do better for myself. I'm going to provide for my family. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to, quit my job and be able to do Beachbody full time so I can be present in my kids' lives. So that's, I think, just finding my why, that thing that is going to push me every single day, was really big for me, because I think it's easy to kind of just say, I want to help people and, I want to go on this vacation. But I think really finding a why that is going to motivate you and, like, when things get hard, push you, because it's hard. Like, I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. I work full time. It's hard. Like, I get home and I want to just go to bed sometimes. Sometimes I just want to take a nap. But like, I want this, and I know that this opportunity can provide everything that I want for my life. And so I have to work for it. And what's going to push me? My why. So my why, I am constantly thinking about it. When I'm at work and I'm like, oh, I can't even take this. I just want to be home with my babies. It is that my why is what's pushing me to get home and work my butt off, stay up till midnight if I have to, but just to make it happen. So I think if you haven't found your why, really like dig deep and look for that thing that's going to push you every day when things are hard, when you feel like quitting. Because there's times that I feel like quitting. There's times where I feel like it's so hard and I can't juggle everything. But my why is what pushes me to keep going every single day. And I know that I will get there eventually. So those are kind of my aha moments.
You definitely will with a why like that. I think when it's so strong like that, nothing is going to get in your way. You're just going to find a solution and a way around all those obstacles because you have your eye on the bullseye. So I love that. What is the core activity you have engaged in that has grown your business the most?
Success Club. I have a couple. Success Club. Yes, like getting Success Club has been a non-negotiable for me every single month since I started. And my goal was always Success Club 10, and I've done that. I mean, I think getting Success Club is and should be a non-negotiable. I know Danielle just posted something today about, getting Success Club gives you a business. Like, if you're not getting Success Club, you're not getting new people. You have to constantly be bringing new people in. You have to constantly be getting new coaches and new challengers. And that's what Success Club is doing. It shows that you're constantly connecting with people and bringing new people in. And so setting the goal for myself for Success Club 10, non-negotiable, I think is hands down like one of the things that has helped me the most. Committing to getting Success Club every month.
I think Christina said it gives you a business, and then recruiting something else.
Grows your business. It grows your business.
Yes, exactly. And you usually get like Success Club 20 now every month. You're in like the mid-20s every single month, which is mind-blowing.
And I think part of it is like I am like driven by goals and setting bigger goals for myself. So, if I had Success Club 25 last month, I'm going to try and get Success Club 26 next month. So, continually, like I've always set the goal of 10, but continually pushing myself every month, to get more challengers. Get more Success Club points or to recruit more coaches than I did last month, I think helps me to stay motivated and pushing and not just, I got to 10, let me stop. No, now I'm trying to push to 20 at least every month, so continuing to set higher goals for myself has helped me.
And that's going to push your business beyond what it is. You don't want to stay stagnant and just, be in one spot. If you want to get ahead and you have big goals, you have to keep pushing those maximums to get beyond where you are. Or you're always going to, that momentum is going to be lost and you're going to stay in the same place. So I love that. You got to keep pushing. So looking back, what would you have done differently when starting out?
I think there's a few things. I would stop overthinking things. Like I'm an overthinker. I overthink every single thing that I post. I read it like 20 million times. I was worried about what other people thought. I wasn't sharing the opportunity, and I wasn't pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So I'd say the biggest things are push yourself out of your comfort zone and share the opportunity more. Because I've seen once I started sharing the opportunity and doing live calls and sneak peeks and just being vulnerable and sharing, that coaching helped me pay off this lawyer bill, or sharing the little things about coaching that I love and how it's helped me and changed my life. I started seeing that I was signing up more coaches, and I was signing up coaches that actually wanted to work the business. So, I would say pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I know I was talking with you about it today, like coaching you as my coach have pushed me, to do certain things. And I think I've tried to, from the beginning, to be a student, like to really take everything that you've said and just do it. Sometimes it took longer than others, but I would say like just listen to your coach. They are success leaves clues. They obviously are, successful at this. And if they're telling you to do something, do it. Because that's kind of what I've done with Danielle. Like whatever she's told me to do, I do it. And it's been I've had to push myself out of my comfort zone, like getting on and doing live calls and sneak peeks. And that's super scary. And sharing about the opportunity and about money, that's like something I was scared to share about, that I'm making money doing this. But getting myself out of my comfort zone and doing those things has helped me to grow my business. So yeah, get out of
everything that I tell you to do, it's so crazy how this whole duplication system works, because I am doing everything Christina has told me to do. So now I'm just, it's like a trickle down effect. So I'm doing it the same with you, and then you're going to do the same with your coaches. But it's so true. Like, you have to be teachable. Like, everything Christina says or I say or your coach, like, you have to listen to them because they obviously have your best interest in mind, and they've been in this business maybe a little longer or know the ropes. But so true. And you every single day are getting a little bit more out of your comfort zone, and I see you growing more and more because you're doing that. And as the saying goes, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. And that is so stinking true. Okay,
Yes.
so how do you promote your challenges, business opportunity calls, sneak peeks? Any tips giving or getting people engaged and interested?
I post on my personal page, I post on my like page, and I boost it. I do personal invites. I honestly don't feel like I do anything special, or, like, super. I used to feel like I had to make sure I had, like, everything, like, these perfect graphics and everything, like, super nice, like it looked like I got it done from some special person who, like, does it for their job. No, I just kind of be me and post on my personal page, on my like page, boost it, and send personal invites to people.
But you work really hard behind the scenes doing that stuff. You talk to a lot of people, having a lot of conversations going every single day. I've seen you in action.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Well, I was going to say the free groups, I think that has been one of the biggest, and one of the things that has helped me to grow my business the most is free groups. And I know we've been talking a lot about free groups, and I shared that video in the team page, but Danielle encouraged me to do a free group when I first signed up as a coach. So I did the free clean eating group, and then I started doing just groups every other month. And then I decided I should do it every month. So I've been doing a free group every single month. I do it at the end of the month so that I can get people, the whole reason that I do free groups is to grow my network, because I struggle with just, like, inviting people to be my friend. And so doing free groups helps me to grow my network like crazy. I get my friends in the group, and then I really, really, really get them excited about inviting their friends, and I give a prize for the person who adds the most friends. And all of those people that they add, I mean, a lot of times there are hundreds of people added to the group, people that I didn't ever know and only know because I did a free group. So then I'm asking what their health and fitness goals are. I'm connecting with them. I'm writing their names down, and I'm starting to just talk with them, sending these, I do an introduction post that says, like we do for a lot of our challenge groups, where are you from? What do you eat for breakfast? I say, what is your health and fitness goal for this year? Why did you join this challenge? And that is like a light bulb right there, because I go through and look and see who commented. I look and see their goals, and then I make sure I really connect with those people. So I send them friend requests. I comment and like on their stuff. I message them. And just doing these free groups and getting these new friends in really has helped me to just keep growing my network. And I'm growing my network with people who are motivated to do something for themselves. So they joined a free challenge because they want to do something. They're trying to do something for their health. Like, either they're joining my abs and booty challenge because they want to work their abs and booty. They want to lose weight. They're joining a clean eating challenge because they want to lose weight or something. So the people that are joining these free groups, these are like the people that you want, the people that are looking for something to change their life, to change their health. And so it has just helped tremendously, just to grow my network and to be constantly adding new people. So I tell my coaches, do a free group every single month. I do a free group every month. It's just helped so much. And it takes time. I've heard coaches that say, I don't have time for those free groups, but you have to be intentional. And like, for me, that has what's worked, putting in that time to help people for free, in these groups. It just helps me build relationships with new people. So that's just kind of helped me.
And you can get as creative as you want. I mean, you could do I just did a crock pot challenge and there was 300 people in that group. My friend requested 100 of those people. I mean, this is golden for our business, free groups, guys. And then you have to, I think the most important part is staying consistent on your timeline, right? With your health and fitness journey, sharing Shakeology, sharing the opportunity, sharing your life so that, you know, they're getting good content. They want to keep following you. That's like a vital part, because if they see that you're being annoying and spamming, they're going to unfriend you real fast because they don't have that connection with you yet. So it's vital that you are staying consistent with everything we have to offer. And then another thing, if you want to get really organized, write their name down, get their notifications, make sure you see their posts first so you can like and comment on their stuff. I mean, like attracts like, so you have to be going and showing interest in their life too. And then eventually you're going to see these people start to show interest back in your life. And then they go through what it's called the cold market funnel, where they're going to eventually get in your sneak peeks. They're going to join the coaching. So free groups have grown Danielle's business. Like, I've watched the whole thing. She has done free groups every single month for this entire 16 months of her business. And she's signing up coaches from all over the place. So, I mean, big thing there. And not everybody's going to join you at first, just like when you put your first challenge on, right? Nobody likes it or comments. It takes time, right? People seeing that you're consistent with it.
And people, a lot of times, you know, coaches will do a free group and they're like, nobody's posting, you know. You have to kind of just give it time, like kind of just like this business in general. You have to, you know, it kind of takes time for people to see what you're doing and to join you. You know, my first challenge group didn't have hundreds of people like I have my challenge groups now, but you just continuing to do a challenge group every month is going to help, you know. It's just like continuing to do those daily habits of inviting and personal development, you know, those are the things that are going to pay off. So you just have to keep doing it, you know, even if there's not a lot of people in, you know, what can you work on and fix for next time, and just keep doing it, because you'll see over time as you stick with it that it really pays off. And so many people now, you know, the people that I have joining my challenge groups and coaches that I have signing up, these are people that I only know because their friend added them to a group that I did. So it's crazy. And I think, I mean, I tell everybody they should do free groups. So go do a free group.
Yep. Okay. Do you have systems in place for onboarding new coaches and training your team in general?
I think I have a new coach training that I started just this year doing my own new coach training. I was plugging them into Danielle's, and now I've started doing my own. I think that's good to do, because you are there like with your own coaches, giving them information and helping them rather than them just hearing it from somebody else. So I started doing my own, and then I do just getting started calls with them. And I've started doing live power hours. My team does it every Thursday. We do a live power hour together, and I think that has really helped newer coaches especially. Well, just really everyone. I've gotten good feedback from everybody, but doing the live power hours has really helped them to see what are those things that they should be doing every single day, you know. Sending friend requests, following up with people, just connecting with people, connecting in your challenge groups. And so doing those live power hours, I think, has been really helpful for new coaches and just, you know, coaches who've been in it for a while to see what they should be doing.
And she's doing these power hours at no lie. What time? 4:30, 5?
No. Well, we were doing 5 a.m. and then 9 p.m. We would like alternate 5 a.m., 9 p.m. But most people were getting on at night, so I've kind of this month just been doing night live power hours. But yeah.
Awesome. And that shows sacrifice, you doing that, and you're training new coaches, you know, with the vitals to move this business forward. Great. How do you balance your business along with other responsibilities?
This question is crazy because I feel like it's something that I'm constantly working on. You know, I think, I don't know, I'm going to speak for myself. It's a struggle. it's tough to balance everything, 2 kids, full-time job, single mom, doing beach body, and really trying to make it happen is, I guess the biggest thing I can say is take it one day at a time. Focus. That's what I do. I take it one day at a time. Focus on the things that I need to do that day. So every day I need to do personal development. I need to invite people. We know the 3 vital behaviors, 4 vital behaviors, whatever. But I need to follow up with people. I need to connect with people. But besides that, I just focus on, in general, the tasks that I need to do that day, and prioritize things, but focus on that day. If I start thinking about everything that I have to do, it's super stressful. So I try to focus one day at a time. Lists have been my life. I have my notebook, and I have lists and lists and lists, and it's helped me to stay focused. It's helped me to keep track of everything. If I did not have these lists, I would go crazy. So they really help me to stay balanced and to stay focused on what I'm supposed to be doing, like who's in my challenge group, who my prospects are, who I need to follow up with. And then just kind of making sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices. If you're really going for this and you have big goals and dreams for yourself, you have to sacrifice something. Stay up late. I stay up late, late every night. I get up early to work. Once the kids are in bed, I'm working. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV for over a year. Call me crazy, but I don't have time for that. I can focus my time on better things. So I do beach body. I work on, following up with people and whatever. I don't sit down and watch TV because I feel like that's wasting my time. But you have to make time for the business. You have to, if you're serious about it and you want to go for it, you have to commit to putting aside a power hour and connecting with people and being intentional every day, because there's not time for it unless you make time. Just like we tell people, you make time for what's important to you. Are you making time for a 30-minute workout? It's the same thing, I guess, for the business. You have to make time. I just have to make sacrifices and make it happen. I don't know. So.
You're so amazing. I just have to say, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
You're a perfect student of this business. I should all learn something from her. We all have areas to work on. I know I do, but just looking at her reignites my fire, why I'm in this. And she's a perfect example of everything, what a perfect coach should do. And you put in the work, you put skin in the game, you show up every day no matter what, and just keep on chugging along. I love that. You're relentless. It's a perfect word. You are relentless.
Oh, I like that word.
What is your favorite personal development book or audio?
So I struggle with audio. I've realized I'm really trying to love Audible, but I get so distracted. I turn it on and then I realize I'm not even listening to it. So it's awful. But Magic of Thinking Big, I love that book. I think it helps in so many ways. Thinking positively there's so much power in thinking positively. So I love that book, Magic of Thinking Big. Yeah, personal development. I've started listening to national wake-up calls in the shower. I got a little speaker because those I can kind of listen to, but for some reason, books I struggle with listening to audio. So I try to find other things calls from videos from other coaches. I was listening to one while I was cooking dinner tonight. So I try and slip it in there like that. But Magic of Thinking Big, I like that book. That's
a phenomenal book. What's one action you recommend doing right now that'll help move our businesses forward?
I have more than one.
Yeah, shoot, all of them.
Get Success Club, non-negotiable. Get Success Club every single month.
Give us some tips for getting Success Club.
So you have to connect with people every single day. So what do? I connect with people every day. So I'm showing interest in them. So when I see somebody on my timeline, I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to her. Let me let me like her, I'll like and comment. I think that giving compliments to people, really, you would be amazed at what, giving a compliment to somebody does for them. How you feel when somebody gives you a compliment, it makes you feel amazing. So when you're scrolling Facebook and somebody looks gorgeous, comment. I'll be like, oh my gosh, you look gorgeous. Your kids are adorable. Like, just commenting and like showing interest in people and those kinds of things. Like saying those things like, oh my goodness, you look fabulous. Showing interest in them. It's amazing how just when I will start to like and comment on somebody's thing, it's how they will start liking and commenting on my things. And I'll send them a message. Somebody has a baby, I send them a message. Hey, how are you doing? Your baby's so adorable. Just connecting with people, new people. And then doing those free groups helps you find new people to connect with. So just kind of, I know it's hard sometimes to scroll on Facebook, but I think sometimes I do find it important because I want to see what's going on with people so that I can show interest in them and like and comment on their stuff. And I know you said it before, but being consistent is so important. I tell my coaches all the time, but like posting on Facebook consistently. If you're not posting, then people are going to see that you're not consistent. People are going to know, are not going to trust you. People want to be able to trust you. And I got sidetracked with that little question popping up. Anyways, you have to be consistent. So like post on Facebook, show up every day, do your power hour. I really think just being consistent and showing up every day is going to help with Success Club. What else? Success Club. Keeping lists, that like helps me stay focused. If I didn't have this list, I would have no clue who to follow up with. Like follow up is one of the biggest things that I think has helped me. Like having this list to go back to and say, oh, I haven't talked to her. She was interested. What happened? And sending them a message. Like just the other day, I got the idea from a Danielle, and I went through my list of people who showed interest before or had said no before, and I just sent them a message inviting them to my new group. These are people that have said no before, and 2 of them ended up getting challenge packs. So, if I didn't have this list of these people's names, I wouldn't know who to follow up with. And I think just that really helps with Success Club. And then being a student, like taking what your coach says and doing it. So
yeah, we actually have a leader thread just like Christina has, and I was just having a moment of like feeling like I was struggling, because we all do, just so guys know that we all struggle. So I was saying it to hold myself accountable that I was going to go message 100 people. And so Danielle saw that and said, great idea, I'm going to go do that too. But I use my contact list that I have to go through go message people that I've had their name ever since I started, that I didn't erase it. And so I literally messaged 100 people the same thing. And I hate cold messaging people, but maybe every couple months to like 3 months, I will do that to spark a lot of interest. And I message them the same thing, letting them know about my upcoming group, something really short and simple. And actually 2 people signed up out of those 100 people. So it just shows you need more conversations all the time. And I know all the people I just messaged, like if they're not ready now, they're going to be next month or the month after. So it's planting a seed. And then there's also something, I think Brigitte Limpert shared this, that there's a science with Facebook, that the more people you are messaging, or those people that you are interacting with through messages, your activity is going to show up at the top of their newsfeed. Because if you're friends with a lot of people, your posting is going to get lost in the newsfeed. So that's why it's important to do a lot of activity through personal messages to not just your coaches or your challengers, to new people all the time. So anyways, yes, messaging people out of the blue like that. I don't always do it, but I felt this month like it was due, it was time. So what are you most proud of?
I think, what am I most proud of? I think I'm just most proud of myself for not giving up. I think it's so easy when life gets crazy to just give up. And to quit. My heart just started beating fast because I'm about to get emotional here. You know, I hear people all the time that are like stepping back from their business, or stepping back from their health and fitness, and, you know, not stepping back, like their life is too crazy. I can't handle it. I can't do this anymore. And for me, my heart is beating like crazy. Like, for me, I told you about the whole divorce. So last summer, you know, my life was flipped upside down. My husband's left. Life was crazy. Life was so hard and super stressful and emotional. And I'm proud of myself for not giving up, because when that happened, I was only, you know, 6 months into this business. And if I would have given up then, I would have been so upset with myself, and I would have been questioning what would have happened if I would have stuck to it. And now here I am, you know, we're about to go to Summit again. You know, this all happened around right before Summit last year. And it's crazy to think, like, a year, what has a year done? And I'm so thankful that I didn't give up when things were hard. And when things were crazy and so emotional, and I thought I wouldn't even make it through the day, let alone the week. I mean, I didn't give up, and I'm so thankful that I didn't. And so I want to tell people, like, people quit all the time, and I want to say, just stick it out. Like, you have to hang in there, because things are going to be hard. Life is going to be crazy. Things are going to be stressful, and you're going to feel like giving up, and things are going to be tough, but you have to focus on your why and keep going. And give it a chance, because it takes time to grow your business. You know, I was talking to one of my coaches last week about how I can't even believe when I go to Summit this year, how different it's going to be going to Summit this year compared to last year. Like, how much has my business changed in this last year? How much has my income changed? I mean, it's crazy, amazing. And I can't even believe it, and I'm so blessed for this opportunity, and I'm so thankful that I didn't give up when life was crazy and I wanted to just throw in the towel on everything. So, like, when you're going through something that's hard, hang in there and know that this is amazing. The opportunity is incredible, and it can provide so much, but you've got to hang in there. You can't just do coaching for like 2 months and be like, it doesn't work. I'm not making 6-figure income yet. You have to stick with it, because, you know, am I able to quit my job yet? No, but I've seen the progress in a year, and I have this vision, you know, in mind, and I see that it's going to happen, and this is going to get me there. And I'm like, I can't even, I mean, whatever. I can't take it. It's like, don't give up, because it's going to pay off, and you just have to hang in there.
Susan said, mic drop. Amen, sister. I love you. You're so amazing. Like, oh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
amazing. Like, it's your story. You're such an inspiration. And this is just the beginning. To think, I can't wait to see what your story looks like in another year. Holy
I can't wait either.
You want to answer a couple of questions real quick?
Sure. I saw a million things popping up, but I can't read them when I'm talking, Earl.
Okay, so Rachel said, how do you get people to share and participate more in your groups? I offer prizes, I post daily tasks, but I don't get a lot of participation in my group. It's mostly me always sharing, and I really want to get others to share.
Are you talking about in challenge groups or free groups? Anything?
Yeah, I think, anything.
Oh, I see.
Kind of sounds like.
Both, really. Okay, so as far as the challenge groups, I think one thing to know is, you haven't done a free one yet. Okay. One thing I've learned to know is, like, not every group is going to be like perfect. You know, there might be some groups where people just don't post. You know, it depends on the people who are in the group. But I tell my coaches, like, you just keep doing what you're doing. You be an example. So post every single, you make sure you're posting, like post pictures of your food, whatever, post motivational things. But I think a lot of it, I don't know, I really try and talk it up from the beginning. So before I start the challenge group, I always have the group open for a week. In that week before, we're introducing ourselves. We do a live Zoom call together. So I share, okay, what are you going to do to get started? Like, I go through the book, I talk about the containers, I answer like questions and just kind of to set them up for success. And on that Zoom call, I talk a lot about, the challenge group. Like, what is the challenge group here for? This is here for support and motivation. And I tell them, if one person is if one person is posting, is that going to be very motivating? No, so I encourage and tell them from the beginning, I want to see everybody posting, at least share once a day. If more, awesome, because it's going to help other people. It's going to give you motivation. And I'll tell them, even if you think it's just a picture of your dumb salad and you think it's nothing special, take a picture and post it because it might, give other people an idea. So I really, like, in that Zoom call, I post videos the week before, just really trying to, like, show my passion and really kind of set the tone for the group that I want them participating. And then I do I have like a daily assignment for the day where they post, like, motivational Monday, post a picture of somebody who inspires you. I change it every week. So each week is new. So it's not the same thing for the 3 weeks. And then I do the points. But that's what I do. And I do a prize for the person who has the most points.
And that's a lot. You don't want to give them too much to do either because then it's too much for them.
Yeah.
How long do you run 3 groups for?
Most of my groups are 2 weeks. I've done a clean eating one that was just a week. And then most of my other groups are fitness, like abs and booty, core challenge, crunches. I just did planks and burpees. You maybe might not want to do that one because a lot of people don't like planks and burpees. But I usually do 2 weeks. 2 weeks is like enough. People definitely will fall off after those 2 weeks, but there are still people, doing it. So I would say 2 weeks at the longest, but that's what I normally do.
Yep. How do you get the free challenge people to buy a challenge pack? Do a lot of them carry over?
So I do the free group at the end of every month because I want the group to be over like at the beginning of the new month because I try and lock in Success Club by the 15th. So I'm getting those people, in my free group at the end of the month so I can start to connect with them. And then I just, like I said before, make connections with them. I'm talking with them about their goals, connecting with them on Facebook. And then I always post about my next group, my challenge group, like 21 Day Fix, whatever, in my free group. So I get some people that way, but it's more of just, for me, I'm not trying to sell them anything in that group. What I'm doing is showing that I'm there to help them, that I'm there to help them with their goal and connecting with them, because then they join my next free group and then they see my stuff that I'm posting on Facebook, and like I'm doing a sneak peek into what challenge groups are like that Susan shared with me. And so I have people from my free group in that now. So for me, it's more about building those relationships and connections that will eventually lead into, challenge packs later. But I don't like push, I'm not trying to sell really anything at all to them in the challenge group. Just kind of building connections with them for the future.
Perfect. Do you give your new coaches scripts to invite that work for you?
I have shared the only ones that I've shared are like the one that Danielle has in Fit Fanatics. I don't have anything else that I've done my own. Something I need to work on, but like I said, I take it one day at a time and do focus like what I need to do daily.
No, I should probably pretty like basic and generic that everybody can use, the ones that we have. Awesome. And I think that's it. You did an amazing job. I think you shared so much value with us, and just want to thank you so much. Thank you guys for getting on this call. Go ahead and blow up her timeline. Thank you, and hope you guys have a wonderful night. This was recorded. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.